In today's video, we're continuing our coverage on the Kaiju legendary MonsterVerse Godzilla X Kong The New Empire. As we know, the movie is coming out in most places March the 29th this year, and then some other places in April. It was supposed to come out mid of April, but they brought the movie forward, as we know, courtesy of Cryptic HD Quality on Twitter. The movie is locked. The final runtime is locked. 1 hour, 45 minutes, and a lot of people got triggered because it's going to be such a short movie. But you understand, they're going to be in Hollow Earth for most of the movie, so it can't be that long, or else the VFX CGI would have taken too long. But it's locked. Finito, vamos chico. It's complete, basically. So if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to never miss any of the videos. Also become a channel member for less than 99B. It helps your boy Warstu continue this journey on YouTube. Also subscribe to the channel Cool. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Would be cool to grow the Instagram. Also check us out on Twitter or X.com. The handle over there is WarstuG. So we're going to go over some brand new leaks. Not actually brand new, but they just coincide with other leaks and they give us a bit more in-depth conversation about potentially what has happened in the other leaks we've gone over. Also, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl trailer for Deadpool 3. No, we're not. But there is a Super Bowl teaser for Deadpool 3. Godzilla X Kong The New Empire. Warner Bros. Is not putting any trailer out for Godzilla X Kong The New Empire. So I keep getting people saying to me, yo, but the official verified Twitter account for Godzilla X Kong keeps talking about stuff, keeps saying stuff, literally nothing has happened. February the 1st, The Eyes, and it shares a BBC News article with Kong. February the 3rd, consider this a warning that things are about to heat up. Groundhog Day, and everyone thought the trailer was coming out February the 3rd, and I kept saying, yo, it's not coming. Yesterday, 14 hours ago, the biggest team up Earth has ever seen, literally Godzilla X Kong. So people seem to think, yo, they're going to drop the trailer. So a Super Bowl advert costs $250,000 per second, meaning a 30-second TV spot would cost around $7 to $8 million. Warner Bros. Discovery is in $50 billion worth of debt. The company's only worth $25 million. Damn, they should sell the properties off to other companies because they clearly don't know what they're doing, or do they? I don't know. I'm not a marketing expert, but the marketing is weird. Like I said, I would prefer the trailers to come out late February, but people keep saying it's this week. Personally, respectfully, I don't think it is coming this week. Even though I've got updated information that basically tells me the trailer is basically done. But you've got to understand, Legendary Pictures has 2 movies this year, i.e. Dune 2 with Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya. Okay, Dune 2 comes out first. Cool. Then Godzilla X Kong comes out after, at the end of March. Dune 2 comes out early March. I've got a press screener coming up very soon for Dune 2. Yeah, your boy gets invited to stuff. So they're not going to drop a trailer for Godzilla X Kong until Dune 2 is done with. In terms of marketing. Now, at the moment, they're doing all the press junkets of Dune 2. The world premiere's coming up. Actually, it's in London next week on the 15th, I believe. So when the press junket's over, after Dune 2 premiere, I believe said final trailer will come out towards the end of February. Now, they could do a cold release, sure. What's a cold release? A cold release is when they drop the trailer and no outlet, no publication, no insider. Literally no one knows anything. They just dump it online and run with it. Now, would Warner Bros. Discovery do that? Yeah, because they're clueless. They put a Super Bowl trailer out for The Flash, and then it absolutely flopped. I don't know, but could they put it? I don't know. Usually, the distributor tells the outlet and the publications, and even, I think it was Variety or Deadline said, there was no trailers coming from Warner Bros. Discovery. Although it is a Legendary Pictures movie, it is distributed by Warner Bros., so it comes out as Warner Bros. And Legendary. I don't think we're getting a trailer this week. Like I said, after the Dune 2 world premiere next week, towards the end of February would be when your boy, Warstu, would drop it. Okay, cool. I don't want to keep talking about this trailer. So let's talk about some new leaks that are not really new, but they coincide with other information that we here have spoken about. So it comes via Toho Kingdom. Now, I'm not even going to attempt to announce the user's name. Kaiju Jucifer, something like that. Okay, let's get into it. So a user was asked a bunch of questions, and we're just going to go over the answers because if I actually say the questions, this will turn into a long video. I don't want it to be a long video. So Godzilla doesn't eat Tiamat. Oh, Tiamat! He absorbs the energy surrounding Tiamat's layer, and apparently that's the reason why we get the grows Super Saiyan, Goku, new color of the Godzilla dorsal plates, etc. But like I've told you before, this is marketing. This is to do with toys. That's why his color changed. They literally could have changed it to any color. I don't remember seeing a spiral ray, but he does nuclear pulse in France. In the screening, evolved Godzilla beam was closer to red and faded into pink the more he uses it. That's interesting. That's good to know. And it's also worth saying is when this information comes out, there has been multiple test screenings, multiple different variances of the movie, which, yeah, sure, bro, or ladettes, they will all be slightly different. But the reason I wanted to go over this is because this gives us some different context. There is no mention of Shimo freezing Ghidorah. This is probably a fan theory unless Wingard said so. No, homie, it's not actually a fan theory. It literally makes sense. 8 Titans unite to protect both the surface world and Hollow Earth. Scar King wanted power and went to war against the Godzillas. Godzilla joins forces to defeat Scar King and his tribe and banishes them to the subterranean realm. Okay, we already know that. But like I say, there's probably not going to be any new tidbits here, or there's not going to be any massive reveals, but there is some pretty cool things. Now we know why he evolves. He absorbs the energy from Tiamat's lair, which sounds pretty cool. They're not evil. Their encounter is similar to Kong on Skull Island. They're the ones sending the distress beacon across the globe. They need Gia to summon Pokemon Mothra. Okay, that's cool. Godzilla, interesting. People think Godzilla's going soft because it's not the -1 Godzilla. It's a completely different Godzilla. It's not the minus. Why do I even have to say that? Sometimes I think people that watch my videos don't know anything. And I don't even have the biggest knowledge myself. Godzilla is more aggressive and agile. He finishes off Skylar in a really monstrous, savage way, using the kiss of death. In France, Godzilla is shown absorbing the radiation from a power plant. Monarch sends a squad of drones, and Godzilla uses nuclear pulses to destroy them, possibly a reference to Shin Godzilla. Tiamat is sliced off by Godzilla's heat ray. They jump Godzilla from clip bags, might be reference to a scene where Godzilla lunges off a cliff into the sea after sensing Kong's presence in a very short, very comedic, similar to Godzilla versus Mega Ghidorah. Yeah, that's interesting. In a zero-gravity battle, Godzilla maneuvers like a crocodile. Maybe he uses his beam to propel himself, but it's too long, so I can't remember. P.S. The final product may be very different to what I saw. For example, Kong gets a prosthetic tooth, and Dan Stevenson's character is a dentist, essentially. But the trailers and toys didn't show that. They're either hiding the fact or they scrapped it completely. Side note, it was ridiculous to see the Monster Arts haters complain. The new, I can't say the word for YouTube, when it's possible, they don't want to spoil the movie. Source Toho Kingdom, to be fair. There were a few users on Toho Kingdom, I remember back in 2020, whilst we were covering Godzilla vs. Kong before it came out, that did get some information right. As I said, this just gives a little bit more context of what we could see, and it gives a little bit more context to the Tiamat fight, and it gives a little bit more context to how Godzilla will be throughout the movie. I mean, the fact he says there's no mention of Shimo being frozen by Ghidorah. I mean, I've seen a bunch of information saying there is something like that, but as we say and as we know, we don't actually know what version of the movie and what is real until we get the final product, because the test screen is there to ironically test the movie, hence why it's called a test screener. So stuff that happens in the test screener may not necessarily make the final product. Hence, this stinger I keep hearing about was not in the test screener, but I've heard there's a huge stinger. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if there is one, but just like you, I will find out if there is a big stinger at the end of the movie when I get to see the movie. So I've let you know the most recent information that I personally have about Godzilla X Kong and the New Empire. Sadly, there is a trailer. Nobody knows when it's coming. I'm not going to say it's coming during Super Bowl weekend. It could do, but I don't think Warner Bros. Would do that because Dune 2's got to come out first. And that, ironically, is a movie that they're promoting and they're distributing. So it would be silly to drop a new trailer there. I mean, they should drop the new trailer before Dune 2 comes out, but it doesn't come out to the start of March, so they don't have to drop it for a few weeks yet. So like always, guys, become a channel member for less than 99p. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see video plays button to be voice. Check us out on Twitter, HostUG, and I'll catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.